Fort William, the largest town in the Highlands. Positioned at the south end of the Great Glen and at the opening of the Caledonian Canal, it's the UK's outdoor capital. And it's right next to the UK's highest mountain, Ben Nevis. Major and I get out and about to explore the town.
You've dug in the boat before?
And it's where my coordination is called into question.
I've no idea what I'm doing here.
We also experience some significant challenges with the public transport.
If he thinks he's got a tip, he's very much mistaken.
I begin to question my career choices.
Who said TV was glamorous? John, the BBC, they said. See the world, they said.
Thousands of visitors come to Fort William every year to ride the West Highland Line.
This train is about to go off on one of the most famous journeys in the world. But I'm not going on it. I'm going to stay here in Fort William. Nice and steady. Good boy. Straight on. Well, here we are in Fort William.
Major and I have come to the High Street to find people to talk to.
Where are you from?
We're from Essex.
Slovakia.
I live in Hamilton.
Bournemouth.
Oh, Bournemouth.
Yes, opposite the Isle of Wight.
I'm from Germany.
There's so many people here from literally all over the world. I haven't met a local yet. I do feel a bit like David Attenborough tried to get some creatures on the brink of extinction, and we can't find them anywhere. Oh, maybe she's got somebody now.
I was born just across the loch in Conaglen.
Originally, I'm from the Isle of Arran.
We're both students.
And I live in the Cotswolds near Stratford-on-Avon.
Major, what do you think about Fort William? I know you're not a local, but nobody else seems to be a local. Have you met any local dogs yet? None of them are local either.
I've just arrived. I've never been here, but it seems really nice.
We're on holiday.
Well, we came to do part of the West Highland Way.
Are you from the town? Are you visiting?
No, just visiting.
There's certainly plenty for the tourists to come for. Nestled against Ben Nevis, the town is a walking and climbing paradise. Fort William is also the end point of the West Highland Way, marked here by this statue.
This is Major, and he moves slightly faster than this gentleman here, who is, I think, just walked to West Highland Way, or a representative of someone who had just walked to West Highland Way. I think that's how I would feel if I had just walked it.
Sadly, Major and I don't have time to climb Ben Nevis. But I'm going to take another route up the hill. I'm travelling by gondola at the Nevis Range Skiing and Mountain Biking Centre.
Just going to our left here.
Extraordinarily, I've managed to find a local to accompany me. John Sutherland is the Activities Director at the centre.
It's a slight step up and a slight duck down. Watch your head.
Oh, right. This place is a huge destination for mountain bikers. The World Cup is held here regularly, nearly 3 kilometres long, and with a drop of half a kilometre, it is the ultimate challenge. John is travelling up with me, but he's planning to cycle back down.
Underneath us is the World Cup downhill mountain bike track, and this is where we hold all our mountain bike competitions. It's a pretty famous one on the world circuit. It's one of the toughest, it's one of the longest.
Is it scary? Have you done it? Have you tried
I've done it. I don't do it that fast, that's for sure. But yeah, it's quite scary. It can be quite dangerous at times, but that's the whole thrill.
So will people come here from all over to come and cycle here?
Yeah, people coming from all over the world to cycle here. It's a really iconic trail, and it's in an iconic place as well. It's just beautiful.
John, can you describe to me where we are, apart from feeling like the top of the world?
Well, we're halfway up the mountain of Anackmore, and we are looking out west towards the beautiful hills of west of Scotland.
Is it a spectacular view?
I think it's a stunning view, yeah, one that I'd never really tire of seeing.
Even a day like today?
Even a day like today, it's very atmospheric. I mean, you get different light coming through, and it's just gorgeous.
Where are you from yourself, John?
So I'm from Fort William, yeah, born and bred.
You must have experienced some changes here over the years.
Well, I think the town is changing quite a lot. It's a lot of young people in the area, which is great. We've got a college, a university, which is really developed and is great for the town. So yeah, it's getting bigger and busier. It's great.
Is it a challenge to keep people in the town after they leave school?
we suffer quite a lot from people going away to the city to train, to go to university, and maybe not coming back. So if we can get people to come back like I have, all the better.
What brought you back?
Nevis Range.
Nevis Range?
Yeah, the mountain biking, the skiing, just the activities, the closeness to the mountains and being in nature.
Now, you're going to cycle down here. How long is it going to take?
Well, it's going to take me about 10 to 15 minutes to get down.
I mean, the back of a tan, they're probably half that, I suspect. The idea of skiing horrifies me. And biking, getting in a bike at high speed, also terrifies me. So I think my options were pretty limited. And one of them was staying in here, having a hot chocolate, and then getting the gondola back down. And that sounds reasonable to me.
The gondola and other lifts opened here in 1989, helping to develop Fort William as an all-year-round tourist destination. It has the highest peaks in Scotland, although scientists predict less snow cover in coming decades. Back down at the base station, I asked Managing Director Chris O'Brien about the future of skiing here. What environmental changes have you seen here over the years?
Well, since we opened 33 years ago, where the snow line was on the hill, that's actually retreated a full 100 metres back up the hill now. And, you simply can't ignore that, And so we have to live with climate change every day. We get to see it happening right in front of us. Mm-hmm. And that inspires part of our attitude towards sustainability, perhaps more so than anything you could read about. Because we see it, we know that we've got to contribute to doing something about it.
Do you think skiing will survive in Scotland?
Absolutely. You can't put down a sport like skiing. Now, our environmental factors are going to change, but we'll find ways to adapt to that.
The gondola has made the mountains far more accessible to everyone. But the hills of Loch Arbor can be fraught with danger in fast-changing weather conditions. Even experienced walkers and climbers can get caught out. Scottish Mountain Rescue was formed in 1965, with more people wanting to get out of the cities and onto the mountains. They're all volunteers who give up their time to save lives.
Technology must have changed quite a lot since you first started doing it.
Dramatically, yes. I mean, even
John McCrae, a senior member of the Loch Arbor Mountain Rescue, is taking me to an area where they train. The mountain rescue team is highly experienced, carrying heavy equipment on a treacherous terrain to get people safely off the mountains. Two other members of the team are abseiling down a cliff further up the hill as part of their ongoing training.
Have you experienced here, John? The weather can change really quickly. We started this interview, it was dry. And we thought it was going to be dry, and the weather just changes, doesn't it?
this is Loch Arbor weather at its finest, where we get all seasons in 15 minutes.
Do you think it catches a lot of people out in the hills? Is that the problem, really?
Absolutely. I think if people see a nice sunny day down in the town, they ultimately think that that's going to be reiterated higher up the hill, which unfortunately it's not. We're immediately got a 10-degree difference between where you start your hike, particularly for Ben Nevis, than what it will be at the top.
How busy is your team?
Very busy, over 100 call-outs a year. We have a 5,000-kilometre area to cover, so it's quite a big area.
Over the years, have you noticed people being more prepared or less prepared?
I would say there's an increase in visitors to the area, and that's probably across Scotland as well. So with an increase of visitors, there obviously comes an increase of incidents.
Oh, guys, what was that like as a training exercise then?
Well, it's good. It's quite warm.
Good. Was it good?
Quite warm
Quite warm now, aye.
Now the bad news, guys.
Oh no, we've not got back up again, have we?
You've got to carry me down there on a stretcher.
No problem.
I've managed to go off the hill in one piece, and I'm now heading back into town for some indoor activity, which I'm a bit nervous about.
Okay, I'm looking for Jennifer.
I'm here, Ian.
Oh,
Yes,
Jennifer,
there's my arm, yes.
Give me a lift arm. Okay.
I'll give you a kiss too, if you
Oh,
don't mind,
oh,
yes.
goodness me.
You hang on to
That's
me.
a pleasure.
I'm going to guide you into the middle of the floor and you're going to start dancing.
Oh, listen, I'm not much of a
Yes,
dancer.
I don't care, neither
Okay,
are
tell
we.
you what, can I give Major over to one of our production people?
There we go. Right, everybody, this is Ian.
I have no idea what happens here, by the way.
Just you hang on to me, Ian. Right leg.
How about it?
Forward with your right foot,
Okay.
and then back again with your left foot.
Okay.
Right, and then forward again,
Okay.
and back again.
Okay.
Now, you're going to come my way to the right. Right, now you're going to take me back 2 steps. Okay?
I think you're going to give me instructions during the music, are you?
Well, the music tells you what to do. Kick your right leg out twice.
So, as if I didn't know, what's happening here tonight?
Well, we all just gather every Monday night at 6:30 and we dance for 2 solid hours.
I can't believe that you guys do that for 2 hours.
We do that with very little breaks in between.
I'm exhausted after 2.5 minutes of that.
Well, you should have a night of fast ones and
No,
see how you
I
feel.
don't think so. You're from the town?
I'm born and bred in Fort William, yes.
I take it you know each other well.
Yes, they're all local people, yeah. Some I've known some of their grandparents and...
Have you?
Oh, yes. Mhm.
Okay. How's Fort William doing?
Like every town, it's like a falling to bits. You know, it's a shame. Everything's moving out. You know, I could go on and on about this for ages, but it's a shame for the town. Everything's empty. Right, here we go. Way, way, up. Swing your hips.
Bring your hip.
Keep swinging. Forward and back. Now left, right, I mean, left. Just keep. You're doing great.
I've no idea what I'm doing here. I tried to do Voxes in the high street today, and there were people from every nationality.
Yes,
But
there
apart
would
from
be.
people from Fort William.
Apart from people from Fort
I thought, look at
William.
these people hiding. They're all hiding in the mountains and caves. Glad you guys come along here.
Just the same with Lorna. We just like the company and
Just,
we've been coming for so long. It's good and gives you a wee bit of exercise and
A night out.
a wee bit of chat and that's it.
How do you folks think the town's doing?
Well, the shops in the town now are mostly gift shops and cafes.
Right.
We haven't got a shoe shop in Fort William, believe it
Would you
or
buy,
not.
would you buy your dancing shoes?
Well, you just have to guess.
Hi.
Hello, Billy. Are you okay with dogs?
Yeah, I've got 2 of my own.
What kind of dogs have you got?
I've got a Jack Russell and a Jackadoodle.
Are they a bit smaller than Major?
Yeah, they're very, very small.
Are they?
Hey,
Hey,
that's it.
thank you very
Well
much.
done.
There you go. Give me a hug. Thank you very much. In many ways, Fort William is not a natural settlement, tucked in the side of a hill or a narrow strip of land. And that's because it began as a garrison town, established by the government to pacify the Highlanders during a period of Jacobite unrest in the 17th and 18th centuries.
Stone.
Betty Bruce, a volunteer at the town's West Highland Museum, showed me what's left of the wall of the old garrison. Little remains of the original fortress. But Betty is going to show me one vital element held in the museum. What do we have here then, Betty? What's this here?
This is the lock at the fort. That's the size of the keyhole.
Wow.
So it was quite a big fortified place.
How old would this be?
This would probably be in the 1700s. Early.
You see, it was quite an impressive bit of engineering for then, isn't
Oh,
it?
yes.
I won't pick it up. It looks a bit heavy.
That's one of the things that the visitors can't pick up.
Now, one thing I'm going to try and pick up, though.
Ah, careful. Yeah. This is a cannonball.
It is very heavy.
Yeah. Now, it's possible that that was fired in 1746 when the Jacobites tried to take the fort.
Yeah, it's very impressive. It's good that you still got these things, isn't it? To kind of...
We're very lucky that these have survived the demolition of the fort.
It's not just Jacobite history and tourism that has shaped Fort William. The town has a tradition of heavy industry. The post-war drive to harness the power of the Highland landscape saw the creation of an aluminium smelter, driven by a hydroelectric power station. Today, it's still the only place in Britain that produces aluminium, and another investment in the 1960s in the town brought more opportunities.
The highly mechanised plant signifies an industrial resurgence to the Scots. The mills, which cost £15 million, take the timber in at one end, and after several processes, produce the stuff that eventually comes through our letterboxes as the morning paper.
Although the pulp mill closed in the early 80s, a sawmill on the same site continues to process local timber for the construction industry.
So the majority of the wood that we cut here is spruce. It's located all pretty much locally. We can stand and see them felling the trees to transporting them into the mill, which is pretty amazing.
How's Fort William doing?
The town itself is struggling, and you can see it's struggling. If there's not a closure sign up on the windows, there's a looking for staff sign, and you can see it is affecting some of the local businesses. I know some of the restaurants which had to close over the summer because they just couldn't get the staff.
And you get a lot of vacancies? Don't worry, I'm not looking for a job. I don't think you want to blame me at all. Yeah, you're okay.
As well as jobs in industry in Fort William, as the UK's outdoor capital, tourism is also a huge employer. The town's West Highland College, part of the University of the Highlands and Islands, offers courses that prepare students to work in that industry. I've come along to the town's climbing centre, where some students from across the UK are taking part in a practical class.
I came over to do adventure tourism management. We've been doing mountaineering, so I'll be going up into the hills. So it being Fort William, there are a lot of mountains and hills around. So, which is something, coming from a city, that's like something else that was like quite new to me.
So what did you do before you came?
So I worked as a ski instructor for a number of years. I also worked in restaurants and other stuff.
Why do you think it was important to get this qualification?
It's quite hard to find a long-term career in this industry, so getting some more qualifications and a degree under my belt is going to hopefully help me push through that. So, yeah.
So what would you hope to do when you finish?
Start my own business is the plan. Probably, perhaps in the skiing industry, we'll see. But
whereabouts?
Maybe in Scotland. We'll see.
And always 3 points of contact.
3 points of contact, that's it.
Is that one there?
That's the big one there, there you go. Brilliant. Fantastic job. Right-hand straight.
Craig, one of the college lecturers, is taking the strain while I have my first ever go on a climbing wall.
That's it.
To be honest, I thought there'd be a bit more to hang on to.
Ooh, just walk down the wall nice and slowly.
This is a bit I quite like. Where's your hand? Thank you for your clear instruction.
Pleasure. Thank you very much.
For a town that's all about climbing and walking, it's actually quite difficult to get about on foot. Most noticeably, this trunk road splits the town centre from Loch Linney.
I've been to Fort William a number of times over the years, and when you think about it, you certainly don't think about the water here in the town. You think about the hills, you think about the mountains. It seems kind of strange that they've got this great feature, but they've cut themselves off from it.
There's a business that's trying to change that and get people out the town centre, across the busy road, and explore the area by boat.
Ready?
Okay, if you can get this dog on the boat.
Yeah.
Your dog's on the boat before?
We do get just to your left a little bit here, you.
Shannon Young is operations manager for the business. She came home to Fort William after working on the super yachts in the Mediterranean, just slightly warmer than Loch Linney.
Apart from tourists, what wildlife do you see?
We are home to some of the highest concentration of the white-tailed or sea eagle nests in the UK. We've got the seals, the porpoise, the otters, a lot of red deer. Yeah, it's amazing. And it's kind of that sort of the more you look, the more you see.
This is relatively new business, isn't it?
Yes, so they decided to open during COVID, during lockdown, which was brave. Yeah, but yeah, April last year, we started doing our first cruises.
How's it all going?
It's been good. It was quiet to start with, but we had a lot of support from the local community. They were quite happy to see a new locally owned business kind of come to the forefront and start doing the trips. So, you know, so much of the income comes from tourism. And that tourism is not year-round. It's, I mean, you come here in the summer and it's the liveliest place you'll visit, and then you come here in the winter, it's almost like a ghost town. So I think to create a business that's sustainable year-round when you've only got a lot of business for half the year, you've got to think outside the box.
Where's the blue sky appearing behind us there on the left? That's a good sign. That's where the
Tourism is a vital part of Fort William's economy. But as in many other rural areas, it can have a negative impact on the environment.
It might seem like a strange question, but is there too much tourism? Does it make the town quite vulnerable?
It's not too much tourism, and it's not that we would ever want to discourage tourists. I think it's mismanagement of the tourists who are here. There's not enough facilities You know, and a lot of people want to wild camp, and they camp at the roadsides and their van conversions and things like that, and that sort of tourism is not bringing much money to the local economy. But you also, these people, you know, they can't afford to stay in hotels every night. They just want to get away with their families and explore the area that we take for granted. So it's really tough to balance that. You know, you want people to bring income to the area, but you also want them to enjoy it and to not break the bank to do so. So it's, I don't know what the answer is, but we're not doing enough at the moment, and I think that's the problem.
My impression is that the town feels a bit cut off from the water by that road.
Yes, that bypass. When you see, like, my granddad had old photos of the town before they built the bypass, and it had the big train station on the waterfront, and it was just beautiful. It was very like Oban, very similar to that, a very seaside town. And now, yeah, it's just, you don't think of Fort William as a water-facing town, despite the fact that it is built on the water, and you can see clearly from the water, you know, just how beautiful the town is.
After my bracing boat trip, it's definitely time for afternoon tea. I'm heading to the Vintage Cafe. And it's run by people with learning disabilities. Donna, what kind of sandwiches do you make?
Eggs,
And?
cheese and ham.
Do you like it here?
Well, we can help to put cakes.
Do you like dogs?
I love dogs.
Yeah.
I used to have one.
Why is it important for people with a learning disability to work in a cafe like this one?
This gives the guys an opportunity to be within their own community, mix with different people, all ages, learn new skills, to feel confident, to feel of use, you know? I mean, the guys really think of this as their job.
How much support do they get here?
Once they've learned, you know, setting the tables or doing the scones, I mean, they're part of every aspect of the cafe. Some need a little bit more help than others, but, you know, some are very independent and could probably run the cafe on their own, to be honest.
So why do you come into this cafe, Colin?
Well, it is a charity cafe and always support one another.
Do you?
Always coming about, you know, so...
It's very popular, isn't it?
Oh, it is, and look at the food, it's beautiful.
Being local, it's one of the nicest places to come and have a cup of coffee. And the baking is just unbelievable, because I know they do it all themselves. And the staff are just so nice. It's a lovely, friendly atmosphere.
Here's your scone, Ian.
OK, do you want to put it on the plate for me? Whatever.
Put it onto that plate in front. That's perfect.
That's great, thank you, TJ.
Okay, and I'll pour the tea for you.
Yeah, I
all
think it
right?
may be wise.
That was really tasty. Even though we're in a rural area, trying to find fresh local food can be difficult. To address this, crofters around Fort William have come together to sell their surplus to the local community. Marion is one of those crofters involved in this scheme.
Is that a polytunnel?
Yes. So go forward a wee bit more, and then you're going to turn towards me, and we're looking at some tomatoes here.
All right, OK. Trying
So-
to kick anything or fall over anything?
There's an edge to the bed there. Yes, put your hand out there.
All right. Are these all red?
That one in your hand just now is red. So if there you go, it breaks off, and then if you give it to me.
There we go. Marion, tell me where we are and what happens here.
So we're at Craigdhu Croft, and we grow soft fruit and vegetables. We also have pigs and bees. And so what we aim to do is be pretty much self-sufficient in food for ourselves, and then we have a big surplus that we can sell through Food Loch Aber. So it's like a cooperative. And it all goes on the one website, and then the customers can go and select something from all the different producers and make a proper basket of shopping. But they all come from different people.
There seems to be a lot of supermarkets around the town, but not an awful lot of individual shops where you can buy food.
That's true, yes. And as you're saying, it's because it's not necessarily the easiest place to grow things. So we're trying to change that. And I think it all feeds into the circular economy.
Marion and the other producers take their surplus to a central hub in town for packing and distribution.
Abby.
Yes.
What have you brought in here today?
I have brought in some freshly made sourdough bread.
And is that your main line, bread?
It is. I only make sourdough bread and deliver in Fort William.
Once the boxes are packed, the customers come to the hub to pick them up.
Given there's so many supermarkets in the town, do you get enough choice here?
Yeah, always what's in season. So limited by the season.
Why is it important to come somewhere like here?
It provides the opportunity for small producers to reach a bigger market than they could themselves.
To finish off my time in Fort William, I'm going to find out about a sport that is huge in this community. I've heard of shinty, but I come from a part of the country where it's not played much. And I suspect it's not the greatest sport for the visually impaired. Despite that, I've come along to an evening training session at the Fort William Club, where Mark Fraser is going to explain the in and out of the game to me.
Is it a bit like hockey?
It is a lot like hockey, but we can use both sides of our stick. We've got no restrictions on swinging, so you can swing as much as you want, as high as you want. It's full contact as well, unlike hockey.
What do you mean by full contact?
It's full contact.
You mean you can hit people with a stick?
Oh, I can give them a good scalp, aye.
But not me.
Yeah, no, not you. No.
That's okay. I'll just skip you back in. So there's quite a few shinty clubs in this area, isn't there?
There's, 3 immediately locally. It definitely is a hub for shinty in this part of the world.
Why is shinty particularly big in this area?
Well, this is where it was originally, where the sport came from. It's always played here. It's definitely in Fort William. It's probably, I'd say, bigger than football. I'll walk you over this ball over here.
Right.
So
Give me an elbow.
Right. Okay. Right. So this stick's it's touching right behind the ball. Right. So where it is now, so you come and stand where I am.
That's a bit like golf.
Yep. A lot like golf, right?
How'd you hold it then?
If I was doing it, I'd put my thumbs round and just squeeze it like that.
Oh, like that?
Yeah, like that. But the ball's just in front of you there, so if you...
No.
Oh, nah.
The bit with this
a wee bit closer to you. That's it, aye. Finish. Goal. She might get a game. She come down on Saturday, yeah?
Then a goal.
Another goal, 2 in a row, eh?
Ball and goal. Can I go for 3 out of 3?
I go for the hat-trick. Right enough, hat-trick, eh? We're on fire here.
Listen, Mark, that was great.
Spot on.
Thank you very much. Where's your hand?
No bother at all.
Thank you. Love you here. Thank you for that.
You too.
While I've been here, I've heard that Fort William has jobs, it has a university, and it has incredible scenery. Because of that, it's got tourism, which is what a lot of other towns I've visited are trying to attract. But it's not just tourism here. I've met lots of incredible locals doing great things for their community.